Hey you guys, welcome back. So I did a fasted workout this morning, which flies in the face of some of the videos that I've done about how important breakfast is. Well, guess what? I'm still eating breakfast. It's called delayed breakfast, and there's a science to this. And I want to direct your attention, if you look at the bottom of this video, I was featured in a recent blog. In fact, I had it was a Zoom conference call with a director of social media of Lifomic, which is, I'm not trying to promote the company. This just happens to be the company who came across my Instagram page, which, by the way, if you guys want to follow me, because when I do my videos now, I want it to be a lot more precise and science-based and really power-packed as they've been, right? So if you want to kind of get the current videos that, because a lot of times I'll release evidence-based content on my Instagram page that I haven't yet organized for a YouTube video. So I'll go ahead and put that in the video description below as well. But what I wanted to say was that I was featured in an article, and it was an interview. It's called Time Restricted Feeding: How and When You Break Your Fast Matters. And I was interviewed by Paige Brown-Giroux. Hopefully I pronounce her name right. She has a PhD, and it was awesome. And so the thing of it is I did some Instagram posts on intermittent fasting. I think it's problematic inherently if it's done the wrong way, and or not the best way, I should say. And I did a fasted workout this morning, but I'm having a low-carb breakfast, okay? And if you look at the article, there's studies to support everything that was said. And essentially, as I've mentioned, that we have a second meal effect that's important in regards to breakfast. However, if we do exercise in a fasted state, particularly an overnight extended fast, which is what I'm currently doing, I'm going to be breaking my, I guess, short-term fast in about 10 minutes here. And so it's going to be a 15-hour fast, okay? By the way, yesterday I had only 2 meals, and I had them spaced out, which is based on that paper on system-wide benefits of intermeal autophagy, which I talk about as well in this article, and I've mentioned in videos. So I had breakfast around 7:15 yesterday, and I didn't have dinner until 4:15 or so. So that was about a 9-hour fast. And then I had a dessert, my purple sweet potato ice cream, awesome recipe, and that was around 6:30. So I'll be breaking it around 9:30 this morning. So that's a 15-hour fast. Okay, so we have accumulated fasting benefits. Now, I don't do this all the time, and I believe in the mixed methods approach, and that fasted cardio can serve its benefit. But get this, I didn't just do fasted cardio this morning. First, I did weight training. I did about 20 minutes of a lower body weight training workout, because that's what was due this morning. And then I did a short leg hit couplet, which I've done in the past, which is very effective. It's got my heart rate up to 170, and I felt very energetic. I know a lot of people talk about when they're fasted, they fly high, right? Well, sometimes it could be acute and temporary, and I may crash later, perhaps, right? It tends to be more, for me personally, it tends to be more accentuated with caffeine in the system, but I didn't have caffeine. I had decaf coffee, which has been shown to induce autophagy independent of caffeine. As I've mentioned before, polyphenols induce autophagy. But basically, I did that, and then, right, remember how fat breakdown rate is greater than fat burn rate? Well, I wanted to soak up a lot of that broken down fat with a post-resistance training cardio. So I did about 22 minutes of low and moderate intensity cardio. Before I have my breakfast, just in a few moments here, I'm going to use a glycemic modifier. I'm going to have a little diluted apple cider vinegar, okay? Because right now I probably have a lot of free fatty acids still that haven't been re-esterified, all right? And that can create insulin resistance. Thus, the blood sugar level will not be as optimal post breakfast, especially coming out of a fast. So I'm having a tofu bowl, which has a little bit of sweet with raisins and blueberries, but the total carb count and glycemic load is fairly low. Okay? So a little bit of sugar from the raisins and blueberries, which is healthy sugars, and raisins have rutin, I believe it's an antioxidant, and blueberries polyphenols, and I'm going to have cinnamon in there with soy milk, so it's a higher protein meal. So a little bit of carbs to get that first meal response to prime the pancreas for the second meal effect, which happens later. And so I've monitored this in the past, and my glycemic control is good doing it this way. Whenever I've had a high carb meal right after a fast or fasted cardio, typically, not always, but typically it can lead to a glucose surge. As I mentioned about the free fatty acids being elevated post-workout, especially in a fasted state. So this works on coaxing the circadian science of our body, as well as taking advantage of burning fat and improving metabolic flexibility without impairing metabolic flexibility, right? Because I still want to be a good sugar burner. That's important. And by the way, how do you know you're a good fat burner? Well, we can do lab testing, we can draw blood and all that. But you know what? If a person's lean, if a person is lean, typically there's an association with being a good fat burner. And I'm lean. So that being said, guys, I just wanted to share that. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also check out, now I do fasted training, or this approach that I'm doing now, which I mentioned in the article. I do it probably once or twice a week, or maybe once or twice every other week. It's not something I do often unless I want to turn it up and get some more benefit. But I'm still in an experimentation phase now, so I'm still learning. I don't have all the answers. But with that, guys, please be sure to check out this article. I'm sure you'll really see some new information that you have not come across before, and some really good studies. And check out my Instagram if you want to follow me, because I don't put out videos as often as I used to, because again, my videos, they're a lot more higher quality now. So they're higher quality now. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Check out the links in the video description, and tune in next time.